Myths everyone believes, but you'll know better now. Sometimes it can be hard to separate fact from fiction, especially when so many of the facts we've spent our whole lives believing are actually enduring myths and misconceptions. These common myths seem true because we've heard them time and time again. We may have even learned them from our parents or been taught them at school. Some common myths that everybody knows aren't actually true. Although it has been proved that the Great Wall of China is not visible from space, many textbooks haven't caught up to the new information. Other facts, like that cracking your knuckles causes arthritis, aren't true, but became known to stop people from certain activities. Maybe none of us can remember where we first heard myths, but it definitely wasn't from a textbook. These myths become such a part of pop culture because they were just weird enough to be true. But with a little research, turns out they were totally false. Hi, welcome to Hana Fact. Here are the facts you've accepted as true all your life, that are actually false. 1. You need to drink at least 8 glasses of water every day. If you are struggling to get to your 8th glass of water every day, don't feel bad. The quota isn't really a hard and fast rule for healthy living. According to the Mayo Clinic, the amount of water you need daily depends on several different factors, like your overall health, your activity levels, and where you live. No single number applies to humans across the board. 2. Hair and fingernails continue to grow after death. This morbid fact is not true, but the truth is much more horrifying. BBC reported that nerve cells die within 3 to 7 minutes after death, proving that they stop growing. However, the skin around the hair and fingernails retracts after death, due to dehydration, making them appear longer. Funeral directors will apparently heavily moisturize the fingernails to prevent this sight. 3. Cracking your knuckles will give you arthritis. This was probably told to you by people who can't stand the sound of bones popping. Cracking your knuckles or other body parts will not give you arthritis. Dr. Robert Clapper, an orthopedic surgeon at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center and co-director of their joint replacement program, explained on the hospital's site that there is no harm to cracking your knuckles. The noise of cracking or popping in our joints is actually nitrogen bubbles bursting in our synovial fluid, he wrote. It does not lead to arthritis. 4. Every living thing dies. While yes, most living things do die eventually, there is one species of jellyfish that doesn't technically perish. Known as the Teratopsis dohrnii, this essentially immortal sea creature reverts back into a juvenile state after adulthood so it can live out yet another life alongside its offspring. 5. Going outside with wet hair makes you sick. Stepping outside in sub-zero temperatures, right after you wash your hair might make you chilly and it might cause your hair to freeze, but it won't get you sick. Colds are caused by a virus, and they don't care whether your hair is wet or dry. You cannot catch a cold or the flu simply from going out with wet hair during winter. 6. It takes 7 years for your body to digest a piece of gum. Actually, gum will pass right through you and leave your body within a matter of hours or days. According to Healthline, the ingredients in gum can't be digested at all, so your body will move it along and pass it as a bowel movement. 7. A penny dropped from the top of the Empire State Building will kill you. On Mythbusters, the scientists determined that a penny traveling at terminal velocity cannot penetrate concrete or asphalt. It won't cause serious damage to a person, and even at the speed of sound, will still not damage flesh. At most, it could sting a little. 8. Jingle Bells was not created as a Christmas song. Though now heavily associated with Christmas, some believe Jingle Bells was a Thanksgiving song. That's not a confirmed story, but what is known is that it seems to stem from the composer remembering sleigh rides in his youth. In fact, the song was originally called One Horse Open Sleigh. 9. All deserts are hot. Deserts are not defined by their temperatures, but by their lack of precipitation. And while most of the world's most famous deserts are indeed hot, there are some deserts that also experience brutal cold. Known as polar deserts, these arid areas can be found in Iran, called Ashtilut, and northern Greenland, for example. 10. You can see the Great Wall of China from space. NASA confirms that the Great Wall of China, frequently billed as the only man-made object visible from space, can't actually be seen from the final frontier. Although the fact was debunked by Chinese astronaut Yang Liwei, the textbooks were never changed, and will often still claim this as true. 11. Drinking alcohol raises your body temperature. While you may feel warmer when you drink alcohol, that's the booze and your brain getting together and playing tricks on the rest of your body. In reality, alcohol actually lowers your core body temperature, according to an oft-cited 2005 study published in the scientific journal Alcohol. 12. Shaving your hair makes it grow back thicker. Have you ever been warned against shaving your arm hair, with the reasoning being that it would just grow back thicker? Well, you're in luck, because we are about to debunk that myth. Shaving your hair doesn't make a change in color, rate of growth, or thickness, says the Mayo Clinic. All it does is give the hair a blunt tip, which might feel more coarse as it grows out. 13. Bulls get angry when they see the color red. You're hardly alone if you believe that when matadors wave those red capes to make bulls charge at them, it's the bright color that incites their anger. But, according to the American Science Guide, bulls, like other cattle, are red-green colorblind. What actually triggers the bull's anger is the movement of the cape. 14. Thomas Edison didn't invent the light bulb. He did, however, improve upon the design, making it possible to adapt the electric light bulb into homes all over. 15. Bats are blind. Contrary to popular belief and the idiom "as blind as a bat," these nocturnal creatures can absolutely see. In fact, as Rob Mize, former executive director for the Organization for Bat Conservation, told National Geographic, bats can see 3 times better than humans. Thanks for watching the video. Please let us know what you think about the video. If you like the video, send it to your friends. Do not forget to subscribe us, and turn on the bell of Hana Fact channel.